I think. Maybe we were live. Let me just watch the stream, see if it catches up. I should have gotten some water actually. 1 second. Riveting start. Amazing start to a stream. See. All right. We have water. We have a microphone. It's been a while, if you if you don't realize. We have some light on so that you can see me. Looks like you can see. Maybe I should resume. Yeah, you can see that stuff. You can see the Krita app. Looks good. I think we're live. Song is playing, microphone. Oh, good. Let's see if anyone's showing up. Otherwise, hi to YouTube, like people who watch in retrospect. It's been a while. I think it's been because we did a launch stream in July. Now it's closing into end of September. And then before that, I think there was a hiatus as well with the regular art streams. I know I was quite bogged down in finishing up work for launch, so this might be the first stream in a while. Let's see how that goes. It's I'm probably a bit rusty. Anyhow, what are we going to start with? Yes, I'm going to start with what we're doing. So one of the things I wanted for launch, or I guess one thing I always kind of dreamt of, or not dreamt of, that sounds so big. More like I sort of envisioned this item in the game for quite a while, and that's the jukebox. And basically that would mean the player gets to set the current song that's playing instead of relying on what the game logic says. So I mean, it's not revolutionary, it's not mandatory, but I think it could be a nice touch. Unfortunately, it didn't really make it until launch because, you know, on a grand scale of things, it wasn't really a high priority to finish. So I thought now for we'll see. 1.1 is coming up, but if I can make the asset at least, then I will have some motivation to finish the thing off, because I have the strings for it. It's translated into all the different languages. I just need the art and I guess the logic as well to make it work. Shouldn't be too big. In my head, I'm just thinking you click the thing and it switches between modes, between different songs maybe. And if I want to make it big, I could make a UI, you know, with all of the different settings. Sort of like a music player, you know, with repeat, and no one's going to use this anyway. So that's why I sort of just envision it as a click to set song or something. We'll see. First we need an asset. Without an asset, we cannot put it in the game. So that's what we're doing today. Yeah, so let's get going. I think my guess is this will be like, I always say 1 hour stream and then it's 2. So I'm going to say 1 hour 30 minutes because I'm quite rusty, I think, with drawing. But it sort of, I think the shape will be something like, no, wait. I actually need a bigger document before I can show you. Let's go with 90 as to start. Ideally, I would do 2 orientations so that you can switch between them. And this is super ugly, I know. don't complain. But that kind of shape. And then one that's... this won't work, will it? No, it sort of did. And then one that's mirrored, just so that you can choose. But, you know, that would need some extra shading and stuff. So, should be quite easy. I like boxy stuff. That's usually easy to work with. And I'm in my head. Actually, I don't have a. Let's open a Chrome. Chrome is my stream thing. I usually use Firefox, but for streams, I'm using a browser that I normally don't use. And for this, I just want to show you. I mean, it's not going to be like this, but in my head, yes. I mean, it's so cool. So I was thinking, you know, maybe you could do something like this because it's so iconic and very easy to see what it does. You know, people will understand completely. This is sorry for totally tangenting, but this is a Bluetooth USB SD-CD jukebox vinyl record player. Bluetooth. Oh, I guess you can plug it. I guess it has a CD player and you can Bluetooth it to play music as well. And play vinyls. Good, good, good. Anyhow, so something like that would be cool. So in my head, I'm thinking, you know, the standard magical device colors from the game. So like we have gold, and this one has gold, so that will be a good start. I guess we can do something dark, so it could be like a dark rock. This one is black. I'm not sure I totally like that. Yeah, I think I want a more nature. I want to try to make it a bit more nature related. So like a wooden finish. Now I make it sound so cool and we'll see how it turns out. But something like this, like a wooden frame, maybe some gold in the front, some little groovily buttons, a cool pattern below. I don't have the effect tech in yet, so I cannot add any effects. I wonder when or if I will even get around to that. Such a niche thing. But when you press it, there can be little notes popping up or something. Anyhow, so that's sort of my... I like this visual. So this is sort of my inspiration. And we will see how it goes. I think the first bit will be easy, you know, the rectangular bit, and then we'll see what happens. Save. Wow, I haven't done pixel art in so long. I've mainly been, I mean, I've been doing some color corrections and things like that for the next update. But it's sort of, you know, it's hardly pixel art if it's not from, you know, from scratch, I think. So this will be interesting. Yeah, let's see if I remember this. So stupid. Let's start with a super, what do you call it? Angular shape. Just to get the dimensions correctly. This grass thing is a bit, as you can see, it pops out because it's not completely flat. So I need to kind of... Yeah, I already did a boo-boo, I think. I need to kind of be... Wait. I don't know what you say in English. I need to pay attention, I guess. So this is good. Because otherwise it would have been up here. This is actually a bad tile to start with. It won't matter terribly. Let's see. There are no spoilers anymore because the game is out. So that is really good. Let's use the stones. Because I know they happen to be like a perfect... Oh, I also forgot the... Oh, interesting. So many mistakes already. Because it's sort of the perfect shape. Color-wise, not so good. Let's go with dark green. And if you've been to the stream before, let's add a typical nice purple. And if you don't know what I'm doing, don't worry, I haven't lost the plot completely. But yeah, okay, I was one off. Good. Let's see how we solve that one. Maybe we already introduced some shape. I don't know if you would say that in English. Introduce some shape. It sounds so off. On the other hand, you know, really care. Okay, but that's good. I think that's a good start. Wink, wink, wink. I see that I still do the usual zoom in, zoom out thing, where I never stop zooming in, zooming out. I wonder what's smart here. Should I apply... Maybe I can try something new, because usually I end up doing like a wireframe thing, and then it's all erased anyway in the end. So I think I will... Actually, let's do this. I want to put down like a top where the... I don't know if I can show you on stream. I can see. The delay is so long. I assume... Oops, I assume you can see this. So where the... So I don't know what to call it, like the arch starts. That's sort of where I envision this being. So it's sort of like the last bit before we need to pay attention to the shape more. But I think that's a pretty good start, or height, I guess. This could totally be like a, what do you call them? Like a, what do you call them? Not a drawer, but I don't even know what you call them in Swedish. A counter? No. Never mind. Yep. As you can see, I had some fun today adding a little keeper to the stream. I just wanted to see that it was still having a peek at what I'm doing. But this should be good. I just wanna... Let's start with some basic shapes, and then we do like the shading, of course, in the end. Technically, this should probably be... Let's go with this for now. It's going to be covered up anyway. But that's kind of a good initial bit, I guess. Actually, let's add some more shading. I find it a bit easier to see what I'm doing if it's kind of looking as it would. So now we have a block of wood. As it would. Let me double check. Yes, it needs to stand on something, or it has like a little gap. I mean, not all of them do, but I think that could be like a cool detail in the end, because otherwise it's quite a flat piece except for the front. So I guess that's where we're going to spend most of the time. And we don't have too many pixels available, so... The only thing I worry about is either I need to make this way taller because of the dimensions, like the proportions between height and width, or I need to squish it. And now I don't remember how this works. I mean, I could squish it, and the two different... I mean, it wouldn't make a good wall, but I guess the player would be fine if it's... Okay, thinking time. Wait. The player would be fine if it's something like this. A bit narrower, and it doesn't really align with stuff, but looks better. I always wondered how to do that well in the game. Like for freestanding objects, you know, if it's like a torch or what else is there? Like a pole or something, it makes sense to have it in the middle. And if it's a flower, it can be randomly distributed a bit. But with something like this, that has a very definite front, like the jukebox, or what else could there be? Like if I had a TV or whatever, should it then be... I mean, if it was in the middle, I think it would look strange if you try to align it to the rest of your garden, because it would be very freestanding. I wonder if you hear my chair. It's extremely noisy. But I think that, okay, sorry, to go back to the subject, I think this might be the way to go. So when this is rotated, you basically have it towards one side and then you have it towards the other side. Since I probably only do two, because otherwise you would just see the back of it, and since it's not, you can't rotate in the game currently, it doesn't make sense to really draw the other sides, I think. But okay, let's, I want to do a top layer for now, because I'm not completely sure I will nail this. Someone asked the other day of tips for doing pixel art, and I said some things are still hard to deal with in terms of, you know, all the dimensions and such. I think this might be one of those moments, because I'm definitely a bit apprehensive something when it comes to like doing a perfect arch. I can do boxes and, you know, other stuff because you can kind of calculate where it should be, but an arch, I don't think I have any arches in Horticular actually. That might be a problem, or either a problem or a challenge, an exciting challenge. Wait, what should it look like? Right, so this is still a, okay. Wait. So this is still flat. And then there's like a mini arch. So maybe I can just start by focusing on that bit. Okay, let's freehand draw it. It's one of my favorites. And then when it looks good, we can continue. Actually, I should. Now I don't see the difference between, okay. For now, let's just remove some of that, or not remove, but make it darker. And then on the top one, we can now see kind of how it's going. Not good, but it could be a good a test. I wonder if you can do like an arch calculated, because, you know, like a straight line is just 2, 2, 2, 2. Like if it's flat on the ground, and then if you want it not straight, you do 1, 1, 1, 1. Or you can do 4. And you sort of get the different, I don't know what to call it, different angles from an isometric point of view. But then R and circles are not too bad either, honestly. I actually use a tool, I can show it. It's called Minecraft Pixel Art, let's call it that. Let's see if I can find it. I give myself 30 seconds, because you're not here to... If you're watching this, you're probably not here to see Minecraft stuff. I mean, maybe you are, but... I cannot. Maybe... Here we go. All credits go to donutstudios.com. Do not consent, thank you. Here we can add how big your circle should be. And then you just follow. And it works. I guess that's more for UI stuff. It doesn't really work for isometric, so never mind. Yeah, I don't like this one. And I don't particularly feel like optimizing it or fixing it. Not just yet, because maybe it could look decently in the end anyway, or maybe it won't. let's see, because this would be, here's actually a, okay, here's something I could do. I could specify the middle. Okay, give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14, 16, 18. Så 9, så 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these two constitutes the middle. Yeah. Let's just pick this one because that would work well with the perspective. Then we know that this is where the top is straight and needs to be sort of this angle, and then it can go down however it wants, technically. Yeah. And then the same should be true for the other side. And also the important bit here is, since we know where the middle bit is, we can create basically the, well, all of it. So it should be how big? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof, this gets annoying. 5, 6, 7, 8, I think. 1, 2, 3. That sounds like a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what I'm trying to do is get the same depth on this side, as well as the... He's wrong, but the same depth up here and down here. Because here we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And that, yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That should technically be correct. It looks like it's off by a lot. But then it would, you know, it would connect like this. Please don't do that. And we would have a... I mean, I think it looks kind of okay. It looks a bit off. I think maybe the mistake is this. Maybe. Because then we would sort of, we wouldn't really see too much from the other side. I have to do... this is why I should merge stuff already. So annoying. No, duplicate. No, merge. Let's just go with that for now. Okay, let's skip this. This angular bit is going to be my undoing, I think. Let's do another color for now, and we will deal with that later. Because this would mean we basically have the top bit covered. Not too bad. Like, I can sort of see it working. Still need a lot of love. It's definitely something is off here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from that perspective, we would have, oh boy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something feels like I don't know what I'm doing. That might very well be the case. Let me do some... Well, let's do another color, like purple here. 1, 2, oh, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Then we would have Should be the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe I have this one. I mean, to be fair, it could just be a matter of changing the shape a bit. Maybe I shouldn't have gone with this slanted kind of thing. I'm sure it's throwing me off a bit. Because that's one of those things I should have maybe done later. Focusing on the block first. I'm just trying to figure out what I did wrong. So obviously, it's like something like that would be fine, but it doesn't really work. Something low would also be fine-ish. I don't want to redo it. Okay, let's actually redo it. Let's not be afraid, and let's do it. 1, 2, like so. And we will do any slanting we want later. And for now, we just do the basic shapes. Thank you very much. Oh, what do we have here? A mistake. So this can go here. Just for some helpful lines. Blop, blop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I really messed this up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That should be good enough for it to look visually okay. Yeah, and then we have this bit, which obviously is bonkers. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. I don't really trust, because Krita isn't really a pixel art tool. It does lots of sub-pixel stuff. It's sometimes not working great when you try to draw just a line. So if you wonder why I don't just draw the thing directly, that's why. I mean, a lot of the times it actually works just fine. Oh, wait. Right, because this one is 2. Okay, this is technically 2. Like that. And that's fine. Just need to be consistent with it. You know what? That would make it 3. But then it should be like so. Yeah, I'm a bit rusty at this, for sure. Bit rusty. And that would mean this one is technically wrong. We should have something like this. Usually it doesn't really matter too much, especially if you're working with organic stuff. But I'm not. I'm working with a box. Look at this box. It's perfect. Is this not a perfect box? Unfortunately, we're not making a box. But that's way, way better. Also, I now realize I didn't align this correctly. Did I? Good. Think. Arch, right. And the good news here is now I can kind of mark up where... What? Where we have the middle. So let's count. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 steps, excluding the edge bits. So that's 4.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 0.5. This would be a good middle bit. So look, how high should it be? It looks like it is sort of half the, like a 90-degree thing. So that should be then 4.5 high. So 1, 2, 3, 4.5. When I say 4.5, I mean 4.5 steps, and each step is 2 pixels. So that would be 9 pixels if I count it like a normal person. 1, 2, 3, 4.5, 2. That's on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, let's see if it magically works. No? Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Eh? Okay, so that would have worked, and it's both on the same. Oh! Yeah, but it's not aligned in the same way. It should be. Okay. Ah! Let's measure. 9 high, 10 high. Oh, but I just increased it to 10. Wait. Now it should be 9, right? Yep. Yep. Spriting quality of this game is such a wonderful thing. Thank you a lot. I don't know really how to pronounce your handle. Anub Scorpiac is my what I do in my head whenever I see you pop up. So I hope that's sort of what you had in mind. I don't know which one to go for. I know it won't really matter too much. I think that should be fine. Should be fine. And this is just like a helper line. That's the worst bit. Okay, but that's good. So now the yellow bit is basically the middle top of the thing. So now we don't maybe I should. Okay, I make it into a new layer for now, and then we can. Let's do two new layers. I just want to freehand this for a second. Let's kind of see what. No. I mean, I actually think this looks pretty decent. I mean, I know it's not done or so, but definitely gives the correct angle vibes in my head. Maybe some, polish needed. But somehow it feels better than before. So that would be like almost flat surface, but we can start with that. I guess making it angled is more like a matter of curving this bit, I would presume. And then getting some shading done. Thumbs up. Good. There are so many different names, and sometimes you don't know if it's someone's real name either, and you don't really want to mess it up too much. I know mine has been not the easiest for people. Like my handle, I mean. What is this, by the way? What did I do? It's the back thingy. That's interesting. Well, yeah, I mean, look at that. Without the guidelines, it's not too bad. Need some polish. So let's actually just add like a super straight kind of line here. I just need something to go off because it's not... I really don't like this arch thing. I really think it's the first arch I made for the game now, so... I guess it's good in a way, but yeah. Let's take some liberty with the... Oh, I don't like that. With the colors, and then bada bing, bada boom, some highlights. And we kind of have something. Thank you, Mothic. Moth. Yeah, I can see that it's off, definitely on this side. Isometric stuff is going to kill me. But I chose that, so... I have myself to blame. Yeah, now it became off. Okay, let's try some different things. Because we don't really need to nail it completely right now anyway. Because I'm going to add lots of details and stuff, but I can kind of see how this would work. Let's add some shading, just because I want to see... get a better... Oops. Let's merge all the layers. It's getting annoying. I just want to get a better feeling for the everything. Aha, wait. We have that color and this one. Aha. There we go. Just some bits and bobs. I wish I could stay, but unfortunately I'm unable to. Good luck. Thank you for stopping by. It's really... I would say it's helpful. It's not required to stop by, but it's definitely nice when people peek in. I do appreciate it. Last, like before launch, we always had Benedict popping in. That was one of the names I really struggled with. Or, you know, I didn't know how to pronounce at first for every stream. And it's not like the streams do too many viewers. But we have found that but there are definitely people watching the VOD afterwards. So it feels kind of nice to just keep them going for the people that want to watch. And like for me, it's basically what I do anyway. I'm just doing it live. It doesn't add too much work to stream. I'm always going on tangents though. That's peak me. I need a water. And now my tangent completely... what was I thinking? Anyhow, this is basically what I'm doing, and I just love when people pop in, and I would be doing it anyway. And I don't like this piece. That's also classic me. It's always hard to catch exactly when a stream is live. Yeah, I know, and I don't really help you out with it. It's like I could have announced this one way in advance. And I sort of knew that I might be doing it today, but then it kind of was decided yesterday, and yeah, I hope having it like a recurring thing at least helps people. I'm just so conscious about being, you know, putting out announcements and stuff in Discord, you know. So maybe I shouldn't be, but I don't want to disturb people. It's not like there's a new amazing update out or anything. It's just me rambling. like this detail. It kind of make it look a bit I don't know what to call it. It's sort of like it's curved a bit, the front. This is basically me. Normally, I don't know what I'm doing, but in the end, I like the result. Experimentation, we call it. No, wait, I need that one. Nice. Honestly, I don't know why, but I feel like this should be more like here. I'm not sure if this is related to real life stuff, but I kind of like the visuals. Maybe it should be a bit more angled on the outside. I can deal with that later. My strategy now is kind of to try to add some details. I don't know, it's such a weird thing. Like, in one way, you should probably do all of the boxing and stuff first to get all of the shapes in, correctly. And at the same time, I read about this at some point, not too long ago. I kind of need, not examples, but I need a better like representation to go off. And I need to create that representation anyway. So for me, I kind of need to start doing some details, some shading, just to kind of understand what I'm working with. And then I can come back to some basics. So I guess my kind of thing is trying to not overdo details and, for stuff that will be thrown out anyway, but just to get some bits in, and go with the flow a bit, I guess. So right now I'm kind of trying, maybe doing like this cool front bit, and actually this doesn't look like a jukebox right now. I realize what I'm doing. I'm doing one of those old-timey radios. Radio from, yeah, no, radio from, I don't know, 1920s? Yeah. I don't know why. I think I have some kind of Donald Duck kind of thing in mind, but, I feel like I'm doing this thing. I mean, that could work too. It's not what I want to do. No, I have to do it. I have to kind of pivot away from this before it turns way too much into an old radio. And I could also maybe use another wood color. We'll deal with that later. For now, I need to actually make it a bit more bling then. Big borders, some details, some cool U thing in the middle, and some feet. Okay. Fortunately, I know which colors I like, so we can start with this. Oh, I don't like that we have yellow up here now. Can I, for a moment... Maybe I can change to... Bad call. Because I think I might be using the fill tool, so I just don't want to wreck everything. Okay. Size correct, I'm not sure. Bad. And if you're nervous that I'm I'm just overriding everything, I am too. And I have learned to not be so nervous. You can always fix it. At some point, like way in the past, I had a billion layers for everything, and now I'm usually working with a few sometimes, so I can move stuff around. But then I try to move away quickly into a single layer. I find it way easier to work with. But okay, if this is gold, I would need some kind of implication that this is also strange. Ah, fix it later. I need some shading. Now it's now it's really one of those moments again. Like, I might not need to do shading now, but for me, I definitely see what I'm working with way easier. I should probably make it fully yellow on this side. I hope you like gold. Because once the shading is in, it's easy to see, or you get like the more like a hint of shape that you didn't before. Let's deal with this like that, and then wonder if I should do it here. I should also probably just do it straight all the way down for now. It's kind of hideous, but we're getting there. Let's introduce another color. So here we have, it's quite dark, and I see there are so many different variations to go for. As I said before, if you weren't here then, it would be nice to make it a bit more nature colored so that you feel like you can actually add it to the garden without feeling way too out of place. So maybe I should actually open up. What's it called? I don't know anymore. There should be like yeah, maybe like look at the inhibitor a bit for coloring. Boom. I don't like it, but I think we can work with it. Like, add some shadow here, and now we have even more depth to the scene. Oh wow, a bit dark. Oof. Just getting something ready. Technically it shouldn't be here, but I just want to see if it looks good to have some, I guess, ambient occlusion happening on that side, and I think so. I think I don't think it's good, or I don't think it's, you know, ready or anything, but I'm at least starting to get a feel for the geometry of this piece. And now I'm gonna move sort of towards red. I love using red when doing shading for like goldy stuff. Not sure if it will work here. The contrast is a bit too much for me. Actually, let's increase these pixels. I don't know what to call it. I just want to extrude it a bit so it looks round in the bottom, because that's basically what the color's trying to convey, some roundness. I think we should move this. Ah, no, but it's slightly off right now. Sorry, this is super boring. Yeah, something like that's better at least. We can fix it later. Right, and then probably we need... I don't know. Is it shaded? I don't know yet. Feels like it should be something like this. And the top, because I wanted wood still. So let's move to wood. Let's move to not as bright. Probably want to have... I don't know if it's a shadow, but it could be like a... River? No. I don't have the word right now. Like a indentation between the gold and everything else. Or maybe like an overlappy thing. You know, like, oops, oops. Find stuff out. Yeah, I like that better. But the thing is, the annoying news is this is basically, we need a highlight here. Wooden highlight. I mean, that's kind of good. Now it looks like there's like a little wooden shadow. A little wooden shadow. I hope what I'm saying makes sense. Like, in my head, I know exactly what I mean, but I totally understand if I'm just babbling. Like, there are English words happening, but I'm not sure. Speak the same language right now. Yeah, the thing is, I usually use some gold for like the ultimate wood highlights, but I think it's good. But since we are using gold down here, that might clash a bit too much. Oh wow, this is intense. Now it's like it's emissive, like it's a little light inside. Probably that's what these look like in real life, right? So, okay, so think here. The item would probably have a light attached to it, like in the game. So it will never be dark. And if that light is yellow, this could actually make a lot of sense. Like as a color choice. We could also animate it, but then the game doesn't support different variations for different angles. So maybe not. But I kind of like the direction we're going. I don't feel like it's remotely close to done. They never do. But this is fun. I really like this one. Way more fun than I guess I was scared as usual. Doing something new is always scary for me. I definitely don't feel like I have a good grasp of pixel art, even though I do it so much. It's still like, you know, wondering if can I even do this thing? Okay, there's the good shape. And I think I messed this one up. Yes. Regardless of what we think of the colors, I'm actually kind of happy with where the shape is going. That's sort of what I meant with earlier. Yes, do stuff, get some shading in, explore the geometry, and then move back to stuff like this. Because I'm actually curious, you know, if we look at all of these, they have like a wooden pattern. I don't think we have anything like that in the game. And I'm not sure how to do it well with pixel art. There are just so many, you know. Do you say it like that? There's only so many pixels to work with. So, you know, I could do something in lines of this. But it sort of just looks like it's worn. And I guess this could be like an option where you have like recurring, I don't know, patterns of different colors. Something like that. It's actually kind of nice. I actually kind of like that. Okay then. Then I just need to continue that, and with the shady bits. Not shady bits, but shaded bits. I kind of wish now I had a different brown here. Here we go. Yes, I should probably do it more correctly then. If I'm going for this one, let's continue the pattern. We have 2, and then we have 2, and then 2. So probably here we have 2, and probably here. The thing is, I think it looks a bit too... Maybe this was actually a bad call. Because the angles aren't... I don't know what to call it. As you see, each step is too wide. So having some kind of... I don't know what to call it. If the steps are 1 wide, it's going to look like a completely different angle than the wall is actually supposed to be. I think I regret that idea and go with this. Maybe they should line up a lot more. I've never done anything like this before either. This is such a good stream. I'm learning so much. Okay, let's ignore shading for now and yeah, do the pattern. That's usually what I do. I do the pattern first and then I add whatever shading I need afterwards. Like so. Oh, wow! We're actually making a jukebox. For this I deserve some water. The stream's been 1 hour, and it's not until now that I feel like we're actually getting somewhere. So that's good, I guess. I feel like that's me in a nutshell. I need to fix this bit. But okay, I kind of like that. Well, let's continue with that in a bit. Actually, no. Let's fix this. That doesn't make sense. What I usually do underneath stuff. Tangent, I know, but I just add some relief, I think is the name. That's the one. Just to I don't know, to highlight the, not the gap, but the, I don't know what you call those things right now. It's one of those streaming things, like normal words suddenly disappear. Like rivets? I think rivet is a word. I know riveting, but the noun, a metal, yeah, well, totally not what I wanted. Good. Let's move on. Okay. More details were added. Is the top right color palette the same for all assets in the game? Did you cook it up yourself or some standard 16? Yeah, so exactly. So the whole game is using a single palette, and I can actually share it with you if you're curious. So I didn't do it myself. I basically looked up cool pixel art palettes, and because basically to have a single one to go off. I don't know what other people do. I think usually people have palettes, but my idea is to have some kind of constraint. Because basically with constraint you're forced to be more creative, and that gives better, I think gives better result in the end. So it's called Aurora. Where should I send it? Here. I don't know if links should work or will work, I don't know. So that's the one, I think. And yeah, so I just download and import it into Krita, and Here we go. Now I'm just browsing art made with that palette. But yeah, that's basically it. You can see it up here. I think this should be the concept cookie. I have no idea what this is. Yeah, I do remember I did some temporary palette once because you can do these filters. So I had like a filter that converted one image with like a normal palette or another palette into another one. But in general, it's or not in general. In the end, everything is using this palette. Caveat: there are some gradients in the UI. So some UI pieces use very few, but some actually use a gradient, and that gradient is not, pixel perfect. So that actually those bits are a bit fake. And also, I guess in the game is not rendered. I don't know how you would call it. Like there's lighting in the game and there's other gradients and stuff. So in the end, the game doesn't have exactly that palette, but all the assets have the same, origin at least. Where was I? Water was where I was. I like the shape-ish. I think I want something meatier in the bottom because I really like the dimple. No, those are like small, right? Oh, sorry, this is going to be... What is a dimple right now? Yeah. Okay. I shouldn't do this on stream. Anyhow, this is too much, or not too much, but it's not what I wanted. I was thinking something like this. Yes, some kind of gap to create a bit more interesting geometry. And some, yeah, I think we're back to this one. Some nice looking feet. We can use a cool black or something. So I think I'm going to move into that now. Not sure that's what I need to... Oh, it's a bit too tall, actually. Looks slightly like a gothic entrance to the dungeon, sort of. Let's... maybe... Because when you think about it, the keeper is like this high. And I know the game is using a lot of odd sizes, and it's not really like the keepers live there, but it's also not like you live there. But I feel like this would be a bit more appropriate, at least. Okay, let's continue with this kind of pattern. Because I totally said I wouldn't, but now I did. I'm not sure. Good for now. Thinking. Okay. I guess we should, we can use this color scheme. Whoop. Too bright, obviously. Obviously. Yeah. 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 Brown or darker brown, and then probably... Yeah. Yeah. Let's see, should we actually use this one? I like it a lot because I like contrast, and this one is still lacking a bit in contrast. But it's also slightly too much. And one thing with this palette, if we're talking about palette, is that this one has a lot of grays. So if you want to do grays, Gray stuff. You, well, it's got you covered. So maybe we can use that for our advantage. Just trying to get a good lower portion. I don't know. We look at some inspiration. Yeah, I feel like there should be something here, some kind of clamp or I guess ornament. So for now, let's raise this slightly. Let's see, what's a good dark? This one. Okay, it's, yeah, I mean. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm not completely sure, but I do think it looks more interesting. I'm just not sure. Maybe I'm just not convinced about the whole thing right now. Let's see. Well, it's not bad. Let's see the height. 5, 4, 3. Yes. Good. Well, this shouldn't be counted as 5, I guess. So this one is just a bit short. Not bad. Let's try. Now I need to align it. I guess that's okay. And we should totally add shading. You are right. Thank you for letting me know. We don't have much to work with here. I really don't like using like black, as in proper black. So it's way too, I don't know, way too final. But I think this should be okay. Maybe I can get some highlights in. I don't know how. Oof. I'm not completely convinced, but if we add some hint that there's sort of like a stone base, maybe. Ooh. Because it starts to feel a bit too dark now. Which is fine on one side, at least, but we'll see. Can always change it. No, actually. Be gone. It's way too much. But that means I should probably instead go with... Let's bump up the brightness a bit. Like so. And I think these are slightly too much. It doesn't matter too much in the end. I just need something. Let's say that's a start. And this one can be slightly darker. I think it's way too much, but can I move on? I don't think I can. Maybe it's the wooden thing. No. Okay, let's keep it for now, and we'll see, because the thing is, in the end, it's going to be some grass, we're going to have some shadow underneath, so let's not focus too much on it. Actually, I'm eating. If you hear that, it's not what it sounds like. Just some product placement for you. But it's not what it sounds like. It contains caffeine, then I let you guess if you didn't see what it was. What? Why you no work? Oh, I'm painting the background right now. Whoop. Okay, let's move on for now. Okay, so I like the look-ish, but I still don't get the... I just need... There we go. I feel slightly more calm. I think the feet are off. It still doesn't scream jukebox yet. I mean, we have the golden arch of McDonald's. Sorry, I mean the jukebox. But I don't like to look too much at like reference material. I just don't want to recreate like a picture I saw. I want some more originality. The issue is I don't think I've ever seen a jukebox in real life. I've seen the movies. So that might be an issue, I guess. Nice, look at that. Got a slightly more organic feel to it compared to this. Oh, and the question is, does this material continue on the top bit too? No or yes? Like yes, definitely looks more organic again. Fits the game better. Probably we should do slightly brighter there. Slightly zoning out. Slightly annoyed by the shape. I guess that's a good thing. If it's looking a bit more organic, it's fine if it's not having perfect angles, I guess. I'm honestly surprised we got this far. I should just be grateful. I don't know if any of you saw the cookie stream, but that was the worst. Or I think it was the worst. In the end, we got a cookie, but that was a hard one to draw initially. Okay, back to... I need to at least figure out what's a defining characteristic of a jukebox. And to do that, I need to look at some. I'm going to guess lights. I'm going to guess buttons. I know some of them have those like vinyl players on top. As we can see, this is not the model we're going for. So, but I don't want to end up on one of those 1920s radio stuff again, so... I guess the song selection. Oh, this is a good one. Wurlitzer. Model 1015. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, this is the one we're not doing. Super iconic, I guess. It says. The most iconic 5 of all time. But something here feels very jukeboxy. I guess it's the little... Not net. Not it looks like a... well, I guess it's ornamental, but it looks like a cover. Like it has some purpose. Like a metal cover. Yeah, so it needs to have some kind of metal ornament in the front. I think all of these do actually. Like maybe not that one. It's not what I'm going for. Probably all of these are the same kind of thing that I'm looking at. Or same, you know, brand or something, but... Oh, this is a different one. I really hope you do like jukeboxes. Because this is a jukebox stream now. Okay. I would say it feels like it's the... it's for sure some kind... Oh, do all of them have the... No, they don't. Maybe I should go for a circle. But they all do have some kind of blob. And then a metal thing in the middle. And then a horizontal bar with like a track list. I guess those are track buttons that you press. And then... I don't know actually what all of those things are. I guess that's where you normally would enter a coin. Slot in a coin, I guess. Coin slot. But that's different though. But yeah, it looks like they have some kind of... I don't know, I'm just over-analyzing now. It's just blob, metal, stuff, more decorations, done. Should be a nice 2 hours more. No, I don't know. Let's see. It would be nice to not use gold. Though, I will admit, it would be the easiest to start with that. So, if we just go by the round one, it would be something like that. And then some buttons. And then up top, maybe there's a... The thing is, I saw one that had a... Alright, new layer. I saw one that had... had the CDs in here for like... for seeing on display. Like a see-through. Oh, please. So we could go for, you know, like a little window in, and that would be a bit more work, but also could be visually quite interesting. Like, do we have it here? Because all of the other, well, this one does too. Is that maybe? No. Yeah, they all kind of have some kind of window. It's just that some have a lot of lights and stuff. Okay. But then, in that case, we are doing a window. And in that case, I should be thinking of... This should be insanely dark. Well, not insanely dark, but... and we need to think of this angle now. And also, that would mean we can use a highlight here. Maybe draw it in the right place. That would be helpful. There we go. And if that's highlight, we could use this for a little... Actually not. I don't like that. I feel like it's kind of just coming together by following the logic. Because now we have a little hole to hide in. It's supposed to be a window, so the question is this where I cheat? Because one way to cheat is to... Speaking of palette and cheating, I actually use this in a very limited amount of places, but I find the effect so good. Just add some opacity. And now it looks like it's a little window into the thing. You could recreate the same effect by choosing different colors though, so let's see. So now I just need a blue that's kind of the same darkness. It's also not bad. I actually really like... Oh, but it's even better with the window. Or maybe it's always going to be grass greener on the other side, but... Okay, I like this. Let's explore it for a bit. Because it really gives that... I really like the contrast, because I like blue and yellow are... Is it called the complementary colors, I guess? So it really works with the surrounding yellow, I think. Just testing some stuff out. And like that, you can add some interesting bits on the window. Okay, not for now, but definitely will do. Okay, I kind of like this idea. I think we're going somewhere. Time for some product placement. Ah, das schmeckt. And then the question is, should you see some kind of vinyl inside? And how would I do that? Oof. I guess I could do a very dark blue. And just hint at a circular shape. Easier said than done, though. Probably this is one of those moments where add a new layer and try it out. Whoops. 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 I have no clue what I'm doing. Are you not biased towards liking blue and yellow in any way? No, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no clue what you're on about. I mean, I like the sky and the sun as much as anyone else, if that's what you mean. Yeah, this vinyl is like... If I didn't tell you it was trying to be a vinyl, you would be shocked to learn that I tried to make a vinyl like this. I have no clue. Like, there's so little information I can use, like, visually. And... Oh, it's way too bright. It's not too important either, it just would be interesting, I guess. On the other hand, maybe as like a little dark blob inside is good enough to make it look like there is some kind of something happening inside, I guess. Or maybe it's not vinyls, maybe it's cassette tapes. Boom. I mean, isn't that the evolution of the jukebox? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there are jukeboxes now still, and I'm sure they are digital. Or that some are, but that would be something, I guess. Does anyone remember CD players with where you could have more than one CD and it would switch automatically? Now that's high tech. Like, I kind of wish, in theory, these should be like, if there's a blue light inside, which it sort of looks like right now, There should be some blue light bouncing off this. I'm not sure I have the energy to go all the way. There's just so much limited color information from the palette. Ah, but we found some. And in theory, we could be using... The yellows don't have too much of that. So I don't think we have a yellow that would masquerade as a gray, but that's actually kind of neat. I like this. This means we merge. Merge everything. Even the ugly bits. Plop. And while we're at it, we need to consider the ambient occlusions, as it's called. Spots where less light, I don't know how you would describe it, less light reaches, so it cannot bounce around and reach your eyes, basically. Should be in those angles. Sometimes I like doing corners like that. Let's see. Yeah, good enough. I'm actually starting to like this piece. Oh wow, I haven't lost it completely at least. Okay, I don't know. It's way too late with caffeine, probably. But after this stream, I have stuff to do that might require some more energy. Even nicer. It looks kind of nice with the different colors, but since all of light in the game should behave the same way, I need to sort of have the light coming from the same angle for both of the golden bits. Because now it looks more flat on the left one. Okay, this is good. And also the middle bits are not final. So let's see, what can we do? Can we do something that's more interest? Oh, of course, I'm stupid. It's been such a long time. The buttons are in a spiral. Or we need a spiral somewhere. Executive decision. Always hint at spirals. It's been such a long time since that design language thing started for the game. But now it's for sure a thing. I think it's starting to become real cute. However, I think the grill, that's what it's called. It should be down here, and it's sort of like the metal bits that covers another color, probably. I really want to try to not use yellow here, because there's already so much yellow. I'm also slightly worried. Oh, we could use red, because that's sort of the kind of runic stuff, or we can go for purple. There are options. Okay. I don't think the thick one will work. I'm just slightly worried, because initially I imagined something a bit more naturalistic. I guess that could be the ornaments. Could be the ornaments. Like, let's go with some... Never mind. But you know, it could be some kind of vine deal like this. And I love making vines. So if it's sort of like covered in green, and still has the spiral, then it would maybe make a bit more, you know, of a good ornament in a garden setting. Hello, lad. Hello, Bad Tunes. Welcome. I don't think... Have I seen here before? I'm not sure. It's been such a long time since we did any streams. Product placement. The gnomes demand more spirals. Spirals. I agree. That one of the things I haven't made is a flag. I want to have a flag with a spiral, but the thing is, that flag I would also want them to look different if it's a breeze or if it's a thunderstorm. And there's no tech for it. So we'll see. More about the game. Yeah, I am new. Are you coming from Discord or did you just randomly pop in? Because sometimes we have people, you know, just accidentally ending up on the stream via YouTube, the algorithm. And that's super, I don't know, I guess interesting, fun coincidence, I don't know. Crazy idea, make a variation that has all the inside replaced with a greenhouse cabinet. I don't think I have seen those. Are you when you say greenhouse cabinet, are you thinking greenhouse or and not like I forgot what those called. No, you know, have you seen those pictures of people that make a little ecosystem in like a jar or anything? YouTube sometimes recommend great content. So yeah, I'm here and I am loving it so far. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. I'm glad you like it, even though my tangents usually... I'm not so structured, I guess. Oh, right, cabinets. What would I search for? Like, cabinets turned into greenhouse. Or TV. Oh, wow. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I'm probably not searching for whatever you're thinking now, but... I'm more like, I would like this at home. Though you're in the background of me, you see basically my whole apartment. It's really small. It's gnome-sized. Okay, TV turned into greenhouse. Sorry, I just need to see this. And I don't see anything like it. Maybe I should just return to... Oh, I know this game. Well, it sounds cool, at least. I am super interested in this game, looks super fun. What's the gameplay loop of the game? The gameplay loop is this. You get money, or you have money, and you place, well, I mean the basic thing is, and you place like plants and items and stuff to earn more money. That's the main loop. But it's basically a garden builder. So you place flowers, plants, items, and you attract creatures. So you make little habitats. It's sort of like a puzzle game in a way, where each habitat has requirements to fulfill. And if you ever played Viva Pinata, you would see a resemblance for sure. So it's basically you fulfill the requirements, let's say a frog or a crab, and then the habitat forms, and at some point a little creature visits you, and it moves in, and I guess it becomes happy. And there's, you know, upgrades, a little story, and some other stuff. Basically it. So yeah, you basically build a garden. And what I'm doing is a jukebox, which doesn't really make sense for a garden, but if you weren't here in the start of the stream, it's sort of one of those items I kind of had in the back of my head for a long time, because I mean there's music in the game and it would be neat to be able to switch it around. You know, some games have these menus where you can switch the song and stuff, and I want as much to be diegetic as possible. So you click the item in the world and then it changes the music for you, I guess. So that's sort of been my idea, or not dream, because that's too big of a word, but it just was never, it didn't make it for launch, but I translated the string at least. So now we're making the asset, and maybe in the future I will also add the logic for it to work, and voila. And that's why these streams are so great, because usually I don't do normal things. I dig up weird assets that I might not prioritize otherwise. Maybe not a greenhouse, but like vivarium. No worries, just throwing ideas around for fun. Yeah, it sounds like a really cool idea. And it's also sort of like on the theme of reclaiming stuff, you know? In a way you could have, I mean, yes, other ideas, or some corrupted thing that's overgrown and become, I don't know, natural, green. I guess I probably won't place a TV in Horticular. Mods can, for sure, but yeah, it's a cool idea. Also, like making a greenhouse somehow, a greenhouse somehow could be cool. Yeah. I love the art style. If this game was available for phone, I would enjoy it while I'm chilling, and I don't have to focus much, but I will try on a piece too. Yeah, I haven't heard too many. I actually responded to someone who asked if it's on phone not too long ago. Like, not too long ago. A couple of hours ago. But I think it was posted like a week ago. I just saw it now. So I guess, funnily enough, there was a long time ago, there was an Android build at least. But I kind of cut that off because there would have been too much focusing on everything and not really finishing a game. So if it comes out on phone, we'll see. But because the next thing is Switch. I actually do have a dev kit at home, and yeah, so I will investigate that soon, I hope, to see if we can get it out on more platforms for console players. But I mean, it would be really cool if it could work on phone. It's just some ways out, I would say. If you have a Steam Deck, the next update will make it work really well on that one. Speaking of kind of being relaxed while playing. Spirals, buttons, greens. Okay. I think we're going to try that. So we do the spiral for the grill, some buttons, a bit more like decoration, maybe something up top, maybe another spiral. A shadow, we cannot, oh, I almost forgot. It's been so long since I made pixel art, like a month. Usually I do 15%, so we had a shadow. We can start already now, I guess. White, no work. Ah. I will finish that later. And then it should sort of be done. I need to flip it, but I will not make the rotated version on stream. It's quite boring, just choosing different colors, and I kind of need to round off at some point. This is like my usual streams. This will take an hour. This will take 2 hours. The holiday stream is my, if you ever were around on that one. making a Christmas tree is harder than I thought. Don't get me wrong, this looks like a fun mobile game. Yeah, I kind of agree. I think it would be cool. But yeah, folks, the main will hope this turns out a great game. Good luck. Thank you so much, and thank you for the kind words. There's a free demo, so you can always try it out for free. That's such a funny thing. It's like demos should be free, of course. But it's, I guess it's a good point to say it's free. And I think the weirdest thing is some people played it for so long. Like the record demo time was 80 hours or something. I don't think it has enough content for 80 hours, but if it works for you, then I'm happy. I mean, that's just good, I guess. I don't know what happened here. Either I messed up. I think it should be like that. Yeah, it's released. It's released since July, so it's quite new. New kid on the block. Right now I'm working on basically like a quality of life kind of update. Fixing some things and polishing some things after release. Not so much bugs, but more... It's really hard to explain. It's more like smoothing out some bits. So there's a lot of things changed and polished. But I guess the major feature is... Well, there's two big things. One is polish to how habitats work. So you won't really notice a difference, really. But if you really know the game, there is a slight shift in how habitats work, where it will be less finicky working with habitats after the patch. In particular with creatures that move out and just move into a different spot, can be quite annoying. It's not really a use case I see much use for, so I'm happy that I got rid of that. And then there's way better support for Steam Deck and well, mainly Steam Deck, but also if you play on TV or so, in that you can decrease or increase, depending on how you view it, the UI size. So that's been quite a bit of work actually to get that working well. Still not done, but it's so good. Do I have it here? No. Well, playing Steam Deck now is nice. That's all I can say. I actually not using neither Unity nor Godot or whatever. And not Unreal. Right now I'm using MonoGame, the framework. All the rendering stuff is proprietary, I guess, or I built it. And I might be migrating to FNA soon. It's basically like MonoGame, but it's not MonoGame. We'll see. I'm going to look into it. It looks like it's going to be easier to port to Switch. And it seems to be more updated in terms of its libraries. So we'll see. I'll have to evaluate after 1.1 is out. Basically what that would mean is maybe more bug fixes on... There aren't that many bugs, but I know some people when they stream, the mouse isn't recorded. So I hope it could fix that maybe. That was a long tangent. I just turned into, I don't know. Grill. The thing is, it has a background. And I'm not sure how to do that with a spiral. I guess the background could be... Let's see. Oops. No. That's a bad choice. Let's go with something dark for now. Random idea? Nah. Yeah, I'm not sure how to deal with this. Let's just follow the shading guidelines and... Oh, wow. Now I suddenly like it. That's how you do. You just follow the rules of your art and don't think too much, and suddenly it looks good. It's quite a jump from in the palette from this to the other one. Can I? Yeah, maybe this is smarter. Oh, I really like it already. It's so funny because working towards the release, I had to pump out so many items. In the end, I guess you spend less time on each item to get the quantity out. But I really like just taking so much time on a single thing like this and watch it grow from nothing. Actually, we're getting a bit of rain here. It makes the stream more cozy. This feels really good. That's awesome. Where are you at, by the way? I mean, if you don't mind sharing. Not trying to dig too much. Because here is no rain. And as you probably can see, it's quite dark already. I really like summer, and I'm a bit sad it's going away now. But I also like winter, so I guess we need an autumn to get there in the end. I guess it doesn't help that I pushed a lot towards launch during this summer, so I didn't spend as much time with summery things as you normally would, I guess. But that is good. I'm quite content. Now it looks like a G though. I'm not sure about that. Can we do another highlight round? Boom, 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 boom. Or is it too much? I think it's a bit too much. On the other hand, it looks a bit blingy, which is kind of... Yeah, we like it. From UK, London. Cool. I was there 18 months ago. I don't know if you know the WASD, like WASD. I don't know what to call it. It's like a gaming festival or not convention, but thingy. So I was actually there with Horticular in 2023. It was really fun. It was the first time we were out with the game. And it's quite a small event. The venue is kind of cool. I guess it's was quite hipstery in a way. But the event is, as I said, it's kind of small, and you really get time to speak to people who played. Because I guess the alternative is, the other side is Gamescom, that we were at last month, like almost a month ago now, and that's big and fast and a bit harder to connect with people, and they kind of run through, you know, they have so much to play, so you just get the feel that they want to move on when you talk to them. But it was super fun too, and I got to meet some people, and that's super nice. Speaking of London, I guess. West is actually based on the West Keys. Yeah. Yep. I don't know if it's a PC event or no. I'm actually not sure. I kind of just assumed it was for PC games, but I didn't really think of it. When I was there, I think there were like speakers and such. I know Jesse Cox, if you know who he is, was there. I saw him kind of briefly. But when we were exhibiting there, they had like a fried duck stand very close to our game, and it smelled awful. It was an experience for sure. Ah, nice. Shadows make everything so good. Heading off. Have a nice rest of stream, and I'll catch the VOD. Cool. See you, Mothic. Really, again, thanks for stopping by. It's so much more fun to talk to someone. I mean, I don't really mind just speaking to myself like this, but it's definitely fun to have people here. And another one, Waffles and Animations. Hello, welcome to the actually looking like a jukebox thing. If you scroll back 1 hour or a bit more, you will wonder if I'm doing what I can be doing. Wonder if I got what it takes. And I wonder that too, to be clear. But for now, I feel like we're getting somewhere. Okay, that might be a bit too much highlight though. Not sure. Our food isn't the best, you know. Well, I had some good food, but that that stand was just so close by to the to where we were, so it was and it's like it was like a closed-in thing indoors, so there was really no room for the air to escape. So there was just fried duck all the day. In the end, you basically smelled like fried duck when you came to the hotel. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter too much. I shouldn't. Sometimes I get way too invested in the details, but I like the details so much. Okay, some buttons and then some green stuff surrounding it, and yeah. I don't know if you ever wrote something, you might know that you should take a little break from your text. Maybe come back the next day or after 2 days. And that's for sure the same thing with pixel art or drawing, I guess. It's like I like this now, but I'm quite sure whenever I integrate it with the game, I will be like, let's focus a bit on this area, or let's fix this up a bit. But for now, I'm kind of surprised how good it turned out. Again, compared to the initial bit. The thing with buttons is they're small, which is fine, but the pixels are also very small. So I think I will kind of need to make it look like 3 big buttons. I guess in theory we could make it 6. It's not too bad. I wonder if we should have a different color though. Because it starts to look a bit very gray. This is not too bad. What do we use for the runic bits? I don't know. Lightly... It feels a bit too much somehow. I don't know. Let's just add some highlights on this and see if that's... Maybe that's good enough. Regarding your question, actually, before I read this, let's do some water. I'm speaking a lot. That's one thing I learned is, I don't know how streamers do it. Like my voice is shot. Not already, but I think like 3 hours, and then I'm done. This is cold water. I've heard that that's bad for you. You're supposed to have warm, I think, or lukewarm. Regarding your question, was this a PC game event? Okay, that makes sense. Some show off their console or phone games too. Ah, okay. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. I remember when we were there was like a huge thing with... I forgot the name. It was sort of like a theme park game. It was not the Frontier Developments one, which is called... I forgot the name now. But there was a new one, and the whole event was kind of themed like that game. Not that I... Yeah, I don't remember the name. I guess that's my bad. Because it was a lot of advertising for it. Anyhow, where's this tangent going even? I don't know. But I guess if you have like something big to show off, they wouldn't mind when you show it off there. Especially, I guess, especially if you have multiple platforms, but yeah. It would be fun to go back. It was a really cute one. We're actually being in a local event on Friday here. I can actually show you one thing. Oh, lots of text. Show you one. I would not. Now I can show some pictures later, but in here we basically have a new for Horticular roll-up. Basically the key art. I don't know if you know roll-ups, but you put it up and you get a huge kind of thing. We're going to introduce it in that event. It's going to be a small one, basically like the first one in Gothenburg. And it's not as much advertising, it's more around games in general, so I don't know. It will be super interesting and kind of cool, and I will have pictures, but yeah. Speaking of vast and tangents, I will catch up on the texts now. I don't know what you call it, the chats. A weird noun. Very excited for these streams. Oh, thank you. Oh, you watched them a couple months back. Yeah. I love the game, played for a while. I've been kind of insanely busy these past months, and my time for it decreased by a lot. Yeah, I feel you. That's nice that you like it, though. It's I wasn't sure if anyone would tune in, because I mean, I sort of announced it out of the blue. I didn't expect too many people. Most people catch the VODs anyway. But it feels like, you know, I like doing them. It doesn't take too much time extra. I guess I'm not super efficient, but I get some assets done, so that's good. So it's nice to do them. So I'm quite happy to have started again and have some kind of schedule. So that's cool. What's it called? Roller Coaster Tycoon? No. Okay, so it wasn't Planet Coaster. That's the one it wasn't. It wasn't Roller Coaster Tycoon. But I don't remember. Oh, 6 point... No, it wasn't that one either. Oh, never mind. Anyhow, haven't played it in a while. Perhaps I should pick it up again. Well, still playing the demo. Oh, wow. Still playing the demo. How much have you played the demo? Yeah. And, I mean, don't worry about the price and stuff. I know we will have sales as well. No worries about the length, about the texts anyway. I know we had some sale a bit back, but there will be more for sure. So at some point it will be the right price point as well for everyone. It's like it is sort of how it works. How long have you played the demo, by the way? I spoke earlier about someone who has played for 80 hours. Maybe that was you. I just find it so insane, because I'm sort of, I don't know, I've told this a lot of times, but I planned for I was thinking maybe 1.5 hours demo, maybe 1 hour, 1.5, because it's quite short. It doesn't really do much. And then I test played it the first time, and I was like, oh, okay, this is maybe 2 hours even, because you don't know the game. And then I started learning, okay, it's more like 3 hours, and then people started playing, and some people played for 10, even more, and then people come telling me they played for 80. I think I met someone at Gamescom who had played for insane amount of time. It's really cool. I'm just, I'm so, I kind of do, for me, I'm good after 2 hours maybe of the demo. Pretty long, way too long. I haven't seen basically everything. Yeah, I imagine you have. Imagine you have. When was the last time you played the demo, by the way? Because we did an update at launch, because that demo before that was, I think, a year old. So there has been some, I would call improvements at least. Okay, I realize I'm really rambling now. We're back to the rambling tangents. And I really like this glass thing a bit more than... what was I thinking? It's like I just find it too much fun just to stream and have a chat. And in the end, I guess I should actually create something. So some decorations and then the plants. And then I think I will leave it at that. I'm sure there are some bits I could improve. As I said, that will come when I pick up the asset again. Like I kind of need kind of a break just to see what works and what doesn't work. Like fresh eyes, I guess. The best feeling in life is when people truly love and appreciate your work. So I know how you're feeling. I want to work on my game too, but was too busy, got married, and never got. No, is it too late? I would say you can still do it. I don't know what your games, how big it is or whatever, but maybe it could be like a future goal to do it at some point. Because I basically had not a dream, but kind of a, I don't know, because I made a couple of really small games back in 2010 or so, launched on the Xbox 360, like their indie dev thingy, and ever since I basically had, you know, kind of a feeling of, okay, I should make at least one that I'm sort of proud of her, you know? But I never did anything with it because I got a job, I got a reliance on money and, you know, a lot of security, but at some point I kind of said, okay, it was during COVID, so we were working from home anyways. So I basically thought, okay, now is actually really good point to kind of drift off is the wrong word, but pivot a bit and do my own thing, and we see what happens. And I guess here I am. Oh yeah, I kind of just have this in the background, just going on a tangent, pretty busy with school. School stuff. It's been a while, but I remember the stress, for me at least. Recording audio for my series. Ooh, what kind of series? Like, are you doing like a web thing, or? Making a game is the first thing on your bucket list. Yes, you can do it. Sounds good. I'm really pleased with this thing. I think the reason I'm doing so little work on it is I think my inspiration is running low. But I kind of, okay, so to talk about this for a second. You see these things on top. I don't know why these always look the same. You know, if you know, feel free to let me know if there's, you know, like just one brand of jukebox, because it looks like all of them have the decoration up top. Like there's a thing on the side, and up top there's a different one. Anyhow, I feel like I should add that, because that would make it look more like a recognizable jukebox. And then I do the vines. Vines are always good. Yeah, I feel like I will do more contrast bits when I come back. That's usually the thing I end up thinking, like, this is good, but it can do with a bit more contrast. You know, like here, for instance. We're just adding some shine here, some shine here. And animated series. Oh, that's cool. Still working on the teaser, lots of work since the soul. Yeah, no, you don't have to. But that's cool. It's sort of like yeah, I mean, I totally understand the making something bit. And also not wanting to share too much yet. Like there was a long time that Horticular was, well, it didn't even have a name, I guess, at some point. And no one knew about it, and I didn't even share pictures on... Oh, that's a thing. I didn't even share pictures on what was then Twitter or anything, but I really should at some point like share videos of the initial builds, and you will be like, and and you made a game out of this? Are you crazy? It was so bad. What game engine should I use? I'm not a programmer. I think I'm the wrong person to ask in a way, because I really like making things myself and relying less on engines. My understanding is Unity, it seems quite alright still with their licensing and stuff, and it definitely seems to be approachable from a less, non-coder standpoint. Though I know Game Maker is even less codey. That's actually probably, I did some games in that a long time, like small private stuff a long time ago, and it's still around, and it was at Gamescom even. So maybe Game Maker would be something to look into, because like Unreal is cool. I know there are less codey bits, but in the end you're also doing like C++, I think. Unity you would be writing in C# for the code bits, but Game Maker I think you can do a lot of stuff, at least back in the days you could, without even writing anything, and then you could start fiddling a bit with scripts and stuff. So maybe that could be one. Yeah, sorry, no need to be sorry for anything. Have fun studying Dutch vocabulary. I guess you're not Dutch and you're trying to learn. Or maybe you are Dutch and try to get better at it. Anyhow, enjoy. And thanks for popping by. I should wrap up real soon. So I'm just making some vines and then leaving it as is. Because I'm quite happy, and sure it can get better, but I'm kind of rambling now. I guess I should eat something. Oh wow! Now I want to see Waffles animations too. Can I do that? Yes. Go to channel. Okay, can I start anything without sound? Of course, I got an ad. I don't wanna. Oh wow, that's looking really cool. Like the art. Nice. Yeah, I have it on mute, by the way. I don't want to steal the thunder from the channel. Cool. Let us know when your new thing is out. I will be watching. For sure. I think I tried I mean, there are animations in the game, but I never, or I tried doing like, I don't know what you call it, other animations, like when I was way younger. I never really got the hang of it. I think I get really stressed even with the idea of animating, so a lot of respect for animators. I like when things are controlled with code. Not sure about this one. Maybe something pops up from behind. The bad thing is if people don't want these vines, I basically ruined the jukebox. Yeah, definitely I could tell. I really like the art style as well. I mean, the duck was cute, but there was definitely like a grittier thing, and you can really see there's attention paid to like shadows and stuff, so that was really cool. Just randomly finding people on YouTube. And I do really like unique art styles, or I really appreciate when someone has like a voice. Whether it be, with art or anything. Like if you can tell who directed a movie without knowing, that's really cool, I think. And speaking of cool, I'm kind of digging these. Maybe a bit too much big bits. Oops. Should probably work a bit more with some wrappy small bits. I don't like that it's static, sticking out so much. Whew, talking with you was a great highlight of my day. Thank you so much. I would say ditto. Like I said before, it's just fun to speak with people. And yeah, having people stop by, it just really makes streaming a lot more fun. I guess that's what you do when you stream, but I guess it's part of my when it's part of my work in a way. It makes the work more fun. Maybe I should put it like that. It's like I could also be sitting here as coding by myself. As for now, where I'm one person development studio, so to speak. So it's really fun to have people pop by, especially when random people pop in. It's like you don't expect it. Speaking of, what do you think of the vines? I'm kind of like, this would work really good in really well in actually I need a I think this looks really good. It doesn't feel like something I want to put in my garden. Whereas with some bonus details like this, maybe I can add a bit more in the bottom, like grass or... Though if this is put in a desert or like in like a, not house, but like on a deck area, I guess it would be strange when grass came out. Okay, I will need to deal with this at some point. I could also make a variation, like one is with vines and one is without. I mean, it's just a matter of adding or removing the layer, right? So that's fine. But it can be a little bit subtle, just a suggestion. Yeah, you mean like a bit less vines like this, so like maybe removing some or making them smaller. I mean, I get it. I'm definitely struggling a bit with... I don't want to... Not ruin is the wrong word, but... I don't want to overdo it with the vines. Another one could be a flower, so it could be like maybe a bit less leaves. Maybe I can remove this one as well and put a little flower there. Just making a bit more natural without too crazy. Bonk. Ooh. And of course, shading saves the day. A flower, yeah, I agree. I'm kind of imagining like a lotus flower, maybe slightly smaller, on top or something, like a little hat. So remove this vine, maybe even this one. So it's sort of like green on the sides and then like a flower on top, and that's kind of it. We'll see. Actually, even dark back there. I think why I like doing vines so much is it changes a lot really quickly. You just add some different shades of green, and it adds some. I guess it adds a lot of dimensionality. Like the shape changes a lot, like the shape of the asset, I guess. So you can add some shadow, like here. It just makes it a bit more, I don't know, vibrant or something. I don't know how to how to explain, but maybe, yeah, maybe it becomes a bit of a crutch if I need it. That's good. I think some shadow here, because that would be, would be this color then. And here we would have, so. No vines? Vines. No vines? Vines. I like it. It's getting better. Maybe I don't like that color though. Huh? That's details I can deal with later. Here it's a bit strange. What's happening here? Huh. That's... Personal touch. Yeah, I agree. Like, without vines like this, it's a bit, I guess, inorganic, but very sterile. It would need something surrounding it to really look good in that case. You know, like if the player added some decoration or put it in a really good spot. Whereas with the vines, I feel like you just need to place it down anywhere. And it kind of, because of the vines or such, it already looks like it belongs. I say without even having tried it in game yet. Maybe a bit of shadow under the jukebox thing. Yeah, for sure. I agree. Or do you mean like this shadow? Whoop, whoop. Like this one? When I have it at 15, you see it really well in game at least. Oops. Well, that could be fine. I'm going to remove this one. Oops. Nice, I like it. Less is more. I'm actually going to add a slightly darker one. Nah. I think that's fine. And up here, I guess we should have 2 bits. The shape of the object is really nice. Thank you. That's for now I need to think. I'm not sure when you came here, but it was definitely what I struggled with in the start of the stream. It's like I did a failed false start at first. I didn't get the shape so so good, and yeah, I guess I just erased the top and redid everything, and I really like the shape too now. It took a while. It's almost a bit snake-like. Maybe that's not a good idea, but now I wanna... Oh, look at that! That's the best part with art, is you can just do something, and I'm not going to keep this, I promise, but how cool would that be to have, like, snakes surrounding it? And now I cannot unsee the snakes either. Oh. This one looks strange. I missed the shading. It does look really cool though. Oh, it does remind you of Plant vs. Zombies. I kind of can see it, although I don't remember Plant vs. Zombies so much. That snake is adorable. Give this an Easter egg. I think it's adorable too. Like, I'm not sure I'm getting, like, for me, like a full Plants vs. Zombies connection, but maybe I do get something, some kind of vibe I cannot explain. So maybe that is the thing. I mean, we could just have like an animated one where the little heads bob up and down and little tongues come out. That would be so cute. That's right, there are no snakes in the game. I think I decided on skipping it because some people are scared of snakes. And I thought I would make maybe a mod for it, or like an optional download. But I don't think I ever made one. Random fact. Now you know. Okay, we need a flower and then it's done. Something is really good with it, because usually what I miss on my first iteration is contrast, and maybe there could be more. Like here, we don't have. Let me show you. Could have been. Do I have a color? Something like that to give a bit more of a shine to it, but once the vines were added, I feel like so much happened color-wise. It really feels saturated. If you found something like a snake or like a snake jukebox. I really should add more Easter eggs. I do agree. In the last patch, I actually added at least one Easter egg. I'm slowly filling in the Easter egg quota. All right. Time for what do you say in French? The finishing touch, I guess. I feel like there's like one of those sayings, but I don't remember. I'm going to copy this one this time. What's it called? I said it earlier. Lotus. Good. And I found it. Oh, it's so cute. Seriously. Like a little, it's like a little hat. Suddenly I oh, that's a hard one for me. Oh, seriously. Anthropomorphize. Suddenly it feels like it has a little character. You know? All I need is a little bit of this. And it's like a mouth here. As a game dev, is adding Easter eggs hard? I mean, don't get me wrong, they are really fun to work on, but are they extra work for? Yeah, I mean, they are extra work, so it depends on what kind of Easter eggs they are. If they attach easily to the game code or assets or how the game is already working, then it's no work. I mean, the fun ones are those that take extra work, of course. I don't have any good examples right now from, because there are so many. I remember like playing like way back in the day of Warcraft. If you pressed sheep enough times, they would explode or something. So that's one kind of Easter egg that takes a bit more work. And then I guess the easy ones are when you have a game world and you somewhere in it place like a photo of a developer. That would probably not be too much effort. So one I have in, I think this is public, well, doesn't matter. So in the game, I don't remember if you had played it yet. There's like this competition thing and it has like a low chance to just show my handle in it. It's like a really small Easter egg. There's another one surrounding, or it's not an Easter egg, it's more like a homage to the river shark, which was in the Discord. There was like a long protest about we need river sharks in the game, and now it's sort of like a thing. So I might have added some little Easter eggy bit with that too. But yeah, so it kind of depends on how big you want to do it, really. Like there's no support in the game right now for switching out items, like the asset of items, like randomly or anything. So doing anything fun like that would be a bit work package. I do have some, I will see, because the next update after 1.1 will be the Halloween one, like the seasonal one, and it will be a really small update. But I really want to just add some thematicness to it. So I mean, it would make sense if some items turned even creepier than normal, and then maybe I need to add support for that, but I don't know. We'll see. That was a tangent again. That's the most adorable and friendly jukebox. Yes, I know. I'm not sure about the lotus flower, or at least it's a bit big. What? Okay. No. We want nearest neighbor, and yeah. It's so cute still. I still need to polish the flower, but man, add some shadow. But it's definitely, wow, it took a turn. Maybe if you click it 10 times, it shows animation of little snake hiding. That would be awesome. I also have, yeah, like there's animals as well. It would be really cool with some animals doing different things that they normally don't, but there's like a hidden animation. Actually, I should remove these bits. Plop. Okay, so I'm just adding some shadow now. Some manual shadow. As opposed to unmanual shadow. And I feel like it will be that sort of. I'm sure I will find something to fix. Like later on, but I don't know. Right now I feel like I've squeezed in so much weird bits. Wow. Man, if anyone watches this, if anyone watched from the beginning, you know, maybe you saw the VOD or anything, remember how ugly this thing was at some point. I guess I'm sort of one of those that really struggle with realizing when something goes well, or you know, celebrating it. And with this thing, I feel like I should, because I was quite nervous for a while. Like, this is going to look good in the game. Then I just need to make a flipped version with shadows and shading different. And maybe one without vines. Oh, it could be without vines, but still with a little cute hat. Flower. Vines. Jukebox, shadow. Remove glass. Can merge these. Man, this is so good. I think I'm sort of done. It's been a longer stream than I thought, but also way more fun than I thought. Not that I thought it wouldn't be fun. But it was way, I mean, there were lots of people popping by, chatting, and making a jukebox in the end was way more fun than I thought. I don't know what I thought. At some point in my head it was, maybe it would be a radio that you click or something, but once I got started on this thing, it's a really fun build, fun project. And right now I don't see any big worry. Oops, what did I? Oh, that's good. Any big worries? Like maybe could do some glass scratches. Not sure if I want to. Also just looks strange right now. Cool. Cool. Wow. Flower is kind of wonky. Oops. That's what happens when you resize things that normally had a higher resolution. Anyhow, this should be it. I need to end this. I'm so bad at just leaving. All right. We are done. Cool. How do I usually end these things? It's been a while. So if you watched on the VOD, thank you for tuning into the VOD. And if you watched live, like Bad Tunes did, or does maybe, thank you for tuning in as well. It's been a pleasure. These streams usually come at a, what do you call it, bi-weekly rate. So every other week I do a Wednesday stream. I have kind of played with the idea of doing more often. It just takes a bit of energy. I'm not sure what I will do because it's kind of fun as well. I feel like these streams I have in my head I have this requirement to end up with a finished product. So it could be interesting to find like a format where I'm just streaming, you know, not expecting people to show up and just doing something, you know, like if I do UI work, for instance, that's just ongoing. It's not going to have something cool in the end. Or if I'm just play testing the game. But I'm not sure what to do with that. If that should be like a different channel. Especially if I would move on to another game, then it should probably be my personal account. So I'm not sure what to do. But anyhow, every other week is the plan for the future for these streams. Let me know if you have any suggested formats. I think probably coding and stuff is too boring. It's not so visual. Probably requires some concentration on my part, so probably I'm not too good. I mean, unless it's really simple problems, maybe I'm not so good at doing tangents anymore. Just me staring at the screen. But it could be interesting as well, maybe, to do those parts of game dev. We'll see. But yeah, thank you so much, Bad Tunes. Super nice to have you here. I'm glad it was cozy. I guess that's since that's the theme for the game, I guess it's good that the stream is also slow and cozy, even though I sometimes ramble on. Now I can call this jukebox thing the greatest jukebox thing ever existed. Yeah, I'm really happy with it, I think. I think once the vines happened and the flower... Oh, I'm starting to see issues now, so I shouldn't look too much because then I'm stuck doing things. But once that started to happen, it started feeling a lot unique. Now I'm tired. It started to feel unique. So, and that's a good point to end because my brain is done. Take care. See you next time. Or if I don't, then that's fine too. And now I'm going to find a button somewhere without you knowing. Now you see my OBS.